All right, let's talk about AI red teaming. We're constantly hearing about all the amazing things AI can do, but there's a side to it we don't often see, a hidden weakness. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the ethical hackers, the digital detectives who are working to keep AI safe from the inside out.
So, just think about it for a second. That customer service bot you chatted with, or your digital assistant, could one single really cleverly crafted sentence trick it into doing something it's absolutely not supposed to do, like, say, handing over your private information?
The answer, oh, it's a huge yes. And that's really where our story kicks off. It's this high-stakes cat and mouse game where the good guys, the red teamers, are in a race to find these vulnerabilities before the real attackers do. So what is this weakness we're talking about? It's not a bug in the code, not in the way we usually think about it. Nah, it's something way more subtle, kind of hidden in the very fabric of how these AI models learn and reason. And this is not just some academic problem. These are real vulnerabilities that can be used to get around safety filters, to manipulate what an AI does, and even to pull out private data. For any company using AI, trust is everything, and you just can't have trust without proving your systems are actually secure. Let me give you a real-world example. In 2023, a red team found a major flaw in a new customer service bot. With just the right prompt, it would start spitting out user data. But because they found it first, the company was able to patch it before a single customer was affected. That right there, that's the power of being proactive. You heard the saying, right? To catch a thief, you have to think like one. Well, that's the entire philosophy here. Instead of just building an AI and, hoping it's secure, you have to get in there and actively try to break it. This is hands down the best analogy for it. I mean, think about it. You would never drive your car over a brand new bridge if the engineers just assumed it was safe, right? Of course not. You want to know they pushed it to its absolute limits. Well, AI red teaming is that exact same stress test, but for artificial intelligence. And the key thing to get here is that this isn't just chaos. It's a formal discipline. AI red teaming is a structured, methodical process designed to hunt for these flaws and, most importantly, to give developers the roadmap they need to fix them. Now, you've probably heard the term adversarial prompting thrown around. It's really important to know the difference. Think of it like this. Adversarial prompting is the specific technique. It's one tool in the toolbox. But red teaming, that's the whole strategy. It's the entire toolbox, the plan, the whole shebang. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this actually work? Let's break down a couple of classic attacks that red teamers use to uncover these hidden flaws. First up is the classic jailbreak. The goal here is pretty straightforward. You want to trick the AI into completely ignoring its own safety rules, so it'll generate content it's been programmed to avoid. Check this out. On the left, a super direct request, write instructions for hacking, and the AI, as it should, gives a hard no. But now look at the adversarial prompt on the right. It's so clever. You're not asking it to do something bad. You're asking it to role play as an expert writing an educational article. You see? You're not breaking the rules, you're changing the entire context of the game. And the AI's desire to be helpful in this new scenario completely overrides its safety training. Okay, this next attack, the stakes are even higher. This isn't just about generating forbidden text. This is about tricking an AI into leaking confidential data that it has access to. And this shows the danger so perfectly. Ask it directly for a customer's email. The AI refuses. It knows better. But the adversarial approach is just sneaky. It reframes the request as a technical task. It says, hey, format this data for me for testing. Suddenly, the AI stops being a security guard and starts acting like a helpful programmer's assistant. It's not thinking about what it's sharing anymore, just how it should be formatted. And just like that, it leaks the data. So you might be wondering, how often do these kinds of attacks actually work? Well, the number might shock you. Yeah, 80%. A major study in 2023 found that sophisticated jailbreaks, just like the ones we saw, have a success rate of up to 80% against AI models that don't have these robust red-teamed defenses. That is a massive, massive security gap. And a number like that is exactly why this can't be some random guessing game. It has to be a structured, professional process. There's a real playbook for this stuff. So let's quickly run through it. It all starts with threat modeling, figuring out what you need to protect and who might want to attack it. Then you get into the fun stuff, construction and testing, where the team actually crafts and launches attacks. But it doesn't stop there. Reporting is crucial. You have to document everything.
And finally, remediation, where developers patch the holes, and this is key, you test it again to make sure the fix actually works. It's a nonstop cycle of improvement.
And really, at the end of the day, every single attack, every vulnerability that's found, it all serves one big purpose: to build stronger, safer, and more trustworthy AI for all of us. And this field has just exploded. I mean, think about it. In 2020, this was all just early experiments. By 2022, we had formal methodologies. Now, major regulations like the EU AI Act are making this stuff mandatory. And the projection is that by 2025, this will just be a standard, automated part of building any serious AI.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. Red teaming is proactive, not reactive. It's about finding the holes in the ship before the bad guys do. And this isn't some optional, nice-to-have feature. It is the absolute foundation of trust for all the AI systems that are becoming a part of our daily lives. It's what turns AI security from something you just hope for into something you can actually prove.
Which kind of leaves us with one last big question, doesn't it? As these AI models get smarter and way more complex, can the creativity of these human ethical hackers actually keep up? It's a constant race to stay one step ahead, and believe me, the game is on.